Yes, we thank and praise the most holy and great Sanini Nanini, even the great I am, the God of truth. We thank our Creator for you, and you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Or should I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And walk with me. We're going to walk through the Revelation. As we've been walking, right now we're coming on the 17th day or the 17th chapter. Now, we're going to start with Psalms. Wherewith shall a young man cleanse? Psalms 119 and 9 is where I'm at, and I'm going to go all the way to verse 11. Psalms 119 and 9, verse 9 through 11. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee, O let me not wander far from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in thine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Yes. Oh, great Sanini Nainini, our Creator, the great Hey Yah, the I am that I am, even the great Yah. We thank you for all that you've done, even the God. We thank you for all that you are and all that you're going to do. We thank you that you show us your statutes. You show us your secrets. You show us, those of us who seek you diligently. You show us all these things. How shall we overcome our enemies? How shall we subdue those who have subdued us? How shall vengeance be taken upon those who have sought harm for us and have done many hideous things toward us and our ancestors and those of us today? How shall those who have lied and maligned and just out of pure hatred because they can have killed, stealed, destroyed, molested? Oh yes, oh great Sanini Nanini, even our great Creator, even the great I am. Oh please, we ask you, avenge us. Avenge the blood that's been shed upon the earth by these wicked and immoral devils who are directed by devils. And we thank you for those things, and those who are of us who seek after you. We ask you to lift us up in the most holy faith, to lift us up to obey your commandments and do that which is wise in your sight. Yes, we thank God for you and you. Again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. YouTube and TikTok. We thank the Most High for you and you. We're in Revelations chapter 17. Revelations chapter 17. Yes, this is the 17th day of the 22-day walk. We try to keep it at 10 minutes. And we try to keep it as, well, we try to not really keep it brief, but we try to walk through it in a way that cause you to think. To cause you to think. Okay, now let's go. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1, and it reads, And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and walked with me, and said unto me, Come hither, and I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Whore meaning those who have many lovers. No woman likes to be called a whore, even though she might perform those things that a whore does. But anyway, she sitteth on many waters. That means people. Always the water means people, okay? If you look at it. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. In other words, they have made love to this woman. This woman is very promiscuous. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. In other words, we have been mesmerized. We have, gotten nice things. We have gotten decked with gold, and we've traded and everything. He said, Now, and I saw the woman sit upon a scarlet quartered beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The blasphemy, the idolatry. What is blasphemy against? The idolatry, the taking the name of the great Creator in vain. 7 heads and 10 horns. Yeah, many have so many things of that, but we're going to see when it comes to pass. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. Now, these colors you must pay attention to if you want to find out who this woman is. But yet it can be deceiving. And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornications. Have you seen some of these things in some of these countries where they had pornography in the form of statues and all kind of hideous creatures and, worshiping things that ought not be worshiped? I mean, it's disgusting. And upon her forehead was the name Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, abomination of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, the blood of the elect, the blood of the anointed. Saint is a Greek word. They can choose a saint all they want, just like they choose their Jesus. But anyway, and with the blood of the martyrs of Messianici, even the Savior. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. I mean, a beautiful woman, you're going to look at her. Regardless, anything beautiful, you are going. This is just in the form of a woman. You're going to look at her. You're going to say, oh, wow, man. It's the modern day, we're going to say, oh, she fun. But the fact is that she is a damnable heretic. And he wondered, oh, she looked good. She looks really good. But she's the way of death. And the angel said unto me, wherefore did thou marvel? Why did you wonder with great admiration toward this woman? As in verse 6. Wherefore didst thou marvel? In verse 7. I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carried her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. So what he's saying that this beast was, and this beast is not, it's not yet, but he shall descend out of the bottomless pit. Spirit, a spirit. Now the book of Enoch can give you such a clue of who the beast is, the spirit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the life of the life from the foundation of, in the book of life from the foundation of the world. Now he's talking about foundation of the earth, when men were created. When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is, there is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. When he cometh, he must continue a short space. That's that 3.5 years that you're talking about. See, that's what he's coming for. And the beast that was is not, and he is the 8th, even of the 7, and goeth into destruction or perdition or whatever you want to have it. He's going to disappear. And the 10 horns which I saw are the 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. There we go again. The beast and the false prophet. I mean, the false prophet and the beast, or the man of sin, or whoever they want to call him. But these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. In other words, they're going to do whatever the beast says. They're going to direct their armies. They're going to direct everything they can toward the beast, this spirit. And these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. And for he is Lord of lords, Kings of kings, and they that are with him are called chosen and faithful. Talk about Messianici, the Savior again. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, it's explaining itself now, are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. So the water that the beast sat on was people. The beast is controlling people. Think about it. People are not controlling the beast. And no, the devil didn't make you do it. You decided to do what the devil asked you to do. Then the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. In other words, there's going to be a war, and there's going to be bombs on this place, right there. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest, that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Now, you got to think about it. This hadn't happened at that time. But it's going to happen in that span of that 7-year period, that 3.5 years. It's going to happen. And this is explaining all throughout the Revelation. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. And then we go 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we're coming up on another period here of explaining now the other 2. This is the 3rd set of visions to explain the other 2 of what actually has happened symbolically, but yet it is real. We don't know the names. We don't know the places, some of us. And some of the places we're not familiar with. But you have to listen to watch. He give you enough to watch. And with that, I'm going to say peace and rest.